Hello, today I'm gonna present chemistry at crime scenes. So, blood everywhere, fingerprints on vases, fireplace mantles. When someone commits a crime, they leave evidence of their wrongdoing. Even for sure, they leave evidences. Tests based on chemistry and other sciences can help crime experts collect and analyze such evidences to unmask specifics of a case. The forensics. Chemistry section of the crime laboratory is responsible for the investigation and identification of types of materials which may be present at an incriminating scene on the victim, the suspect, clothing, papers, automobiles, guns, tools, and other matters. So first, blood evidences. With a few tests, you can quickly check for blood that's invisible to the naked eye. First test is the Kastle-Meyer test. The Kastle-Meyer test is actually a solution. So how it is tested? You touch a cotton swab to a place where there might be blood, so where you think there is a blood, okay? You bring the cotton and swab this place and then drop the Kastle-Meyer solution on it and watch how quickly your swab will turn pink. It will turn pink within 30 seconds. If more than that, then the test is negative and there is no blood. So how this works actually? This test works because of the iron in the blood protein hemoglobin acts as a catalyst, speeding up how quickly the chemical phenolphthalein, it's an organic compound, turns from colorless to pink as a result of losing electron to other chemicals, as you can see the reaction on the right. Now, the second test to see the blood is the luminol chemiluminescence test. So how it's tested? Blood serves as a catalyst for the chemiluminescence reaction that causes luminol to glow. So a blue glow is produced when the solution is sprayed where there is blood. The blue glow lasts for about 30 seconds before it fades. How does it work? The luminol powder is mixed with hydrogen peroxide and a hydroxide in a spray bottle. The luminol solution is sprayed where blood might be found. So it seems that this test is same as that test, but let's see the difference. Negatives of these two tests. Kastle-Meyer test. Animal blood and some vegetables can also make the phenolphthalein pink, so sometimes it's mistaken. And Kastle-Meyer test, it's effective on only small spots, while the luminol test, it's it can be done to even more bigger places, as we saw before, like for example in the bathroom. Luminol can give false positives when reacted with metals, vegetables, and other things. Luminol may also make the blood stain harder to analyze or destroy the blood's genetic markers that helps to identify the victim, making other tests preferable. So coming to the hidden fingerprints. For example, a thief who opens a window to escape left you perfectly shaped fingerprints that oil, sweat, and other stuff like dirt that together trace the ridges of your finger. You collect it for further analysis. Normal fingerprints powders will easily stick to the fingerprints if they're on a smooth surface, for example like table, a glass window, and so on. But they do not work as well on some plastics, on textured surfaces like cardboard for example, or on wet and sticky surfaces. So first let's know the types of fingerprints. There are 3 types of prints that investigators look for at crime scenes. Patent fingerprints, visible prints transferred onto smooth surfaces by blood or other liquids. The latent fingerprints, they are made visible by dusting with powders or the use of chemicals. Plastic fingerprints, indentations left on soft materials such as clay or wax, as you can see in the pictures down. Now, developing prints. So how to collect latent prints? Powders, as I said before, they are adhere to water and fatty deposits from sweat and oil. We choose a color to contrast the background so they will be more visible. The second way to collect latent prints is using of iodine. When your fingers is pressed down onto the paper, oils from the skin are transferred to the paper. These oils then react with iodine, producing a brown color that traces the fingerprints. As you can see in the picture down, this is the reaction. And then how to collect patent prints. So patent prints are collected using a fairly straightforward method, which is photography, because patent prints are already visible. So for example, they use photography, and when they use photography, these pictures must be very good resolution, because from these pictures they will collect the more like the information, and then they will study it and see for whom are these prints. Next is testing drugs. So testing drugs, they are tested by color tests. So when you mix certain drugs with certain chemicals, you get another chemical that has a characteristic color. You can perform these color tests quickly to screen for potential drugs. For example, we have the Scott test turns blue with cocaine, and the Marquis test turns purple in the presence of morphine. Let's see how. So chromatography. These tests mentioned before work well for pointing you in the right direction. If you see the color you want, you can be more confident it's the drug you're looking for. If you do not, you've crossed out one of the several possibilities. However, the tests are not bulletproof since they are not specific to one drug compound. You should confirm your results with more analytical methods like chromatography. With chromatography, you can separate a powder into its component chemical. So how does chromatography work? Actually, the gas chromatograph separates volatile substances into separate components by passing the volatile materials through a long absorbent column, as you can see down in the picture. The components of the vapor are then passed through the column and separated into a number of components, each of which can be captured and analyzed alone, and then they can know which substance is this exactly. So, as a conclusion, thanks to the chemistry of crime scene investigations, more guilty people get caught and more innocent people are freed. It is definitely one of the most important advances when it comes to criminal justice, and as our technology and knowledge increase, it will only become more reliable. I will leave you with these pictures. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.